Welcome to episode 2 of our baguette bag series. Today we are going to be making a puffer baguette bag. Patterns are available on the community platform. Check description for details. I already transferred the pattern to the material we are using. So we are using this waterproof lining. So I decided to make use of this waterproof lining to make a bag and see how it will come out. And yeah, came out really nice. When I say you can explore when it comes to bag making, I mean you can explore. This particular pattern, you can make as much as possible designs with it. With that same pattern, you can get creative with it. So back to business. As you can see, I cut two pieces of the main body, one piece of the band, and this is the strap. So I made the strap 26 inches before, but I felt like okay, let's make it shorter. I really want to see how it will come out when it's shorter. So I'm just going to divide it into two, like just make it 13 inches instead of 26 inches. So it will be 13 inches by 4.5 inches instead of 26 inches by 4.5 inches. So now we're going to cut lining for all of our pieces aside for the strap. So now it's time to sew. The first thing we're going to do is to attach the main material we are using with the other lining that is serving as our lining, or should I say our actual lining. So guys, I already did the same to the main bodies, the two sides, and then I just divided the strap into two like I said I was going to do, and then sew it so I could go ahead to do the next thing. So guys, I already have all the pieces together, the two sides, the band and the strap. So now I'm just going to go ahead to mark the way I want the puff to be on the baguette bag. So you can just mark it anywhere you want it. It just depends on how you want it to be. So but for this one I just marked 3 inches across like so, like you see me do, and then just slant it. And I'm going to repeat the same process on the band also. It's time to go back to the sewing machine and run stitch on all the lines we've drawn. So guys, the next thing to do now is to add zipper to the bag, and before then we just have to cut lining for both sides and for the band. You have to cut another lining, but this time we're adding allowance to it so that it can accommodate the puff just in case. So now we're going to add the zipper. So I'm attaching the zipper clothes to the main material, the main part of the bag. I mean the part that serves as the main material. It doesn't matter if you're using lining as our main material right now, but like for this particular design, that is our main material, right? So we are attaching the zipper clothes to the main material first before we go ahead to now attach the lining to it, just like you see me do. Just watch me, it's easy. And I made sure I repeated that on both sides. So I attached the zipper clothes on both sides of the bag. So once I was done attaching the zipper, next thing I did was to top stitch on it. Guys, when it comes to attaching zipper, you have to take your time to do it because that's like the most technical part of making this bag. You have to take your time to work on it, like take your time to do it. Now that we are done attaching the zipper and top stitching, so this is the next thing we are going to do. So it's time for us to go on with the next thing. Okay, so this is everything we have, all the pieces we have, the band, the strap and everything. So it's time for us to go on to the next thing, which is putting our fiber inside, right? So now it's time for us to stock in our fiber into all the important pieces. So this is how I went about it. Just watch the way I'm doing it. It's very simple. Let me quickly give you a tip. The more you stretch the fiber, the better the result you get. This fiber is the one they use for duvet, for pillow and stuff like that. So I bought it in yards so I could shred it myself. Some people sell the ones that they've already like shredded, or for me I prefer to buy it in yard and then do it the way I want. You can see the way I'm doing it. I'm just tucking in fiber into the necessary parts. Then I'm just going to, once I'm done with that, once I'm done with the two sides and the band, I'll just go ahead to use my needle to close up all the opening. Do you guys, like I'm going to use it to close up all the opening before I go ahead to do the next thing. Guys, all you need to do is to watch the way I'm doing this thing. It is very simple. Like just watch the way I'm doing it and you get it. So we're done stocking our fiber into the sides and the band. So now it's time for us to put it inside the strap, just like you see me do. So once I was done with that, the next thing I went ahead to do is to close up the opening on the band and the two sides. So this is what we have at this point. This is how it looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and run my stitch on the two sides and then join my lining to the band also. And then this is our strap. It's time for us to join our band to our side. So I just notched the midpoint of the side and also the midpoint of the band, and then connect it like you see me do, and then we are going to sew it. See, this part is very technical and it's not so easy because the bag is puffy, so you have to take your time to do it and you have to oil it if the material you're using requires it. I also took my time to join the other side. Okay guys, so it's time for us to tape the inside for us to achieve neat finishing so that the inside can be very neat. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew the taping on the rough edges like so. So this is how it looks like now after taping both sides. Yeah, so the inside is very neat now. We're just going to go ahead and fix our zipper head before going on to the next thing. So we are done fixing the zipper head. The next thing now is to fix the strap. So we are going to put the strap inside. So just watch the way I'm doing it. It is very understandable. So to be completely honest, see, the bag is puffy, so you do not expect to not have any issue while you're sewing it. Like, it's going to stress you out, but once you take your time to work on it, then it's going to come out really nice. Just watch the way I'm doing it and then take your time to work on your own. The next thing now is to tape the strap area, and that is like the final finishing. We are completely done with our bag, and this is how it looks like. Join us at vinpat tribe so we can decide together on the type of material we should use for the next episode. See you soon.